Now I could go into print and print preview it. So I could go to File. So once again, that's always kind of a little shocking to me. Where did my spreadsheet go? But I come up here to File and I choose Print. And then under Print, I could see this preview right here to the right. And as I scroll through, right, I'm scrolling through different pages, I could see, okay, this is the way it's going to print. That header is up there at the top, right? This blue column, this blue row is repeating at the top. And my header doesn't look so great. So again, a lot of those same options that I just saw, there's many roads to Rome, many different ways to do the same thing. Some of those options are right here. Plus, I could just enter page setup. Margins are also right here. And my top margin, I'm going to bring that down to, or bring it up to 1 inch. And same, well, the bomb's fine, but there we go. I give it a 1 inch margin. And then in my my margins here, right, 1 inch margin at the top, 3 inches, 0.3 inches for the header, and that looked good. So I'm ready to print this, and that's printing. That's kind of the basics of printing. We have page break preview, page setup, print settings, and printing selection. That's the last thing, which is really awesome. So maybe I just want to print some stuff. I just want to print that. So I could select something, and I could go into File, and I could choose Print, and then I could choose, instead of printing active sheets, I could choose Print Selections, and it'll print that selection. I would again change that to landscape, but that's exactly what I printed or selected to print in my spreadsheet. Again, maybe I just want to print this. I could select that, and let's see if that works. File, Print, and choose. It's already chosen Print Selected Chart, but I would go again landscape orientation on that. So that is that's something about printing and printing selection. What about sharing your work and saving to the SkyDrive or the cloud? All these new words. Saving to the cloud, the SkyDrive. You just go down here under sharing. So you could do it two ways. You could go to Save As and then save to the cloud. But if you want to share, the best way to do it is just to go to Share and then choose Save to Cloud, which is going to be the same thing, and it'll save it to your SkyDrive. So it gives you steps here. Save your document to the SkyDrive, share your document, right? So we'll do this after you're finished saving. So I'm going to save it to the cloud. It brings me to Save As, and save to the cloud, and sure, save it there. I can browse, you know, count to 400. There we go, SkyDive, SkyDive, SkyDrive, SkyDive. There we go, printing and sharing your work. Save. Now saved to the cloud, and I could go to share, and I can invite people. So I could email people, type in their email addresses and a little message there. And I can also set permissions, can view, can edit. I could get a sharing link. So I could create a link for people to view or for people to edit. So I could create that link, and then I could copy that, and I could email that to people. Here, you could view it, or I could create this one. I could copy that, and I could email that to people, and here you could edit it, right? I could also post to social networks, but I could just post this link right there to the social network, and people would be able to get to it. So it's a little bit about sharing your work and saving it to the SkyDrive. The SkyDrive is, your files will always be accessible there, regardless of what computer you log in from. So it's kind of like Microsoft's attempt to do what Google has done with Google Drive. And Google Drive is pretty dang awesome and amazing. We're going to look at that in the next video as the final video in these series of videos on Excel. So I'm going to get out of the sharing area, and that is it. That's all I have to show you, to share with you about printing and sharing your work in Excel.